everybody, I'm Jamie Frenner, and today my speech will be on why you shouldn't allow your teens to have social media. By allowing your teens to have social media, you should be aware that it comes with extreme consequences. One of the biggest things that happen to kids with social media is it leads to them feeling like they don't belong and they are not able to communicate. And that overall, their life skills are failing. According to the Child Mind Institute, kids are missing out on everyday critical thinking skills, such as texting and online communication puts in context where not everyone understands what's going on. The body language, expressions, and even the smallest kind of vocal reactions become and lead to invisible. This can lead to many insecurities and mental health issues further down the road, and some of them will hold it for a lifetime. With information that I've given, it is important to keep it in mind. Many adults don't realize the negative effect that social media plays on children. As a teenager growing up with social media, in the moment I feel like I should have had it, but looking further back, I regret downloading those apps. There were so many unnecessary problems caused between my friends, family, and even people I didn't really know. Think of all the times you missed out when you were just sitting on your phone instead of communicating with friends and family. Social media is a huge responsibility as a teenager. There are so many things that can go wrong with it just in the snap of a finger, and you don't even realize. Just one post on social media can ruin everything. Everything you post on social media is able to be found, and this is called a footprint, a digital footprint, and you can suffer extreme consequences. Many teens don't quite understand the digital footprint at such a young age. Everything they say and do can come right back at them, and they could get serious consequences, such as not going into college you wanted, for some lousy video you posted in the 7th grade to earn your board. According to Prairie Care, 17% of teens over 15 said they have shared a nude photo. When parents allow their teens to have social media, this number will only increase, which is something we don't want to happen. So limiting social media will help decrease that number and hopefully make the world a safer place. When doing some research on major things that have happened to kids with social media, such as cyberbullying, sex trafficking, and statistic online exploitation, and many more negative things, all of these things are increasing drastically, creating a negative impact on the world. For example, sex trafficking from January 1st to June 1st alone, from 2024 to 2025, has gone from 5,967 to 62,891 cases. It is crazy to think about in 6 months that number can change so much. As a teenager myself, it's hard to see that number. It almost makes me feel sick to my stomach. And I wonder why the world is turning this way. By limiting the use of social media at such a young age, it can create, and hopefully will create communities to become safer. And hopefully you'll be able to let your teenage daughter go out alone without her having to worry if some weirdo is going to come on the streets. Parents shouldn't have to worry about their children being sex trafficked on an app or a game they're allowed to be on. But another dramatic concern with social media is related to mental health. It is becoming more important to monitor the way children use social media. Social media can be associated with parts of the brain and emotions, and it also affects everyone's brain. Hopkins Medicine states research is showing that those who are more depressed tend to use social media more and vice versa. But there's not a clear that causes depression on social media. When using social media, you might find yourself comparing your body image, how privileged you are, even the amount of things you receive on a holiday. Teens don't quite understand how to be grateful for what they have and receive. Instead, they compare and wonder why they didn't get as much as the person they saw online did. Social media comes with a variety of factors, poor behaviors. It also leads to lack of sleep, cyberbullying, and negative content increases the amount of depression a teen can face. When parents allow their children to have social media, they should ask themselves, are they emotionally mature enough for this? This question could be a very important question. In the long run, because mistakes are very easily made and they can face various consequences, it is important that you make sure they're emotionally mature enough. You need to make sure that you are choosing the right time for your child. In giving a mature 17-year-old extremely immature 17-year-old social media over your extremely mature 14-year-old would not be a good idea. You need to be able to trust your child in this huge responsibility. The Child Mind Institute says the best timing for the child is not depending on just their age, but also their maturity. Kids do develop at different rates, even though it doesn't seem like it and it should just be based on their age. Their brain doesn't always develop as fast. So giving them a set age to allowing social media can lead and cause severe consequences. When allowing your child to have social media, it's also important to be aware of what they're doing and making sure you monitor what they're doing so it won't be invading their privacy and making sure they're making the right choices on the internet. As well as it's important to monitor their time on social media. Make sure they are able to have social media time, but also allowing them to set their phones down and to have family time too, because that is just as important. This will help them improve their communication skills and their social interactions, because they are also so important. There isn't anything wrong with putting parent controls on your child's phones or allowing your child to have certain apps. It can just make sure what they're doing and watching is appropriate for their age. While negative effects of social media outweigh the positives, it doesn't mean there isn't any positive effects. It provides benefits that are often overlooked and they shouldn't be. Social media allows teens to stay connected with family, friends, and those who even express themselves with similar interests and connect with people around the world who share the same things. By teens expressing themselves, it makes them feel connected with their peers, and it also can lead to a positive impact in the long run. Social media also offers many educational purposes. Teens can do many things such as learn a new skill, access new news, and follow educational influencers or other resources to give them opportunities to grow academically. Thinking that social media allows so many problems, it shouldn't have to be that way. It's all in the way you use social media. With the proper guidance, teens should learn how to use social media properly so it doesn't come to all these negative things. Hopefully teens will know how to use the digital world improperly when they're actually ready to carry the heavy weight. In conclusion, we have covered the pros and cons of social media, and I hope the information I've given you makes you realize it's not the best idea to allow your teenagers to have social media. Not saying it comes with all bad, but it comes with most negative impacts further down the road. It will not only make your life easier, but it'll also make life easier for them. Even if you do consider social media, there's many ways to monitor, and it's important that you do that.